Veneé, I am really excited for this session. We are talking all about the power of sound healing today, and you're going to lead us through a beautiful sound bath to really welcome in this summer solstice. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of Seek the Joy Summer. I'm so
Yeah,
excited. I'm so
I'm
excited.
so excited. Thank you so much for inviting me and reaching out. I know we've kind of been strangers on the internet, and now it's nice to bridge that gap.
Totally.
Social media has totally been that way for me during the pandemic. I
Mhm.
have met so many people who I call every day and can truly call them a friend just from social media. So I hope that turns out to be the case with us as
I mean,
well.
I think it will be. I just remember, following you and Ebb and Flow Collective one day on Instagram and then starting to interact with your posts. And I'm like, this girl is really cool. Like what you've put together. I know you're a thought leader and spiritual activator and the founder of Ebb and Flow Collective. And so I would just love it. Could we start by telling people what it is that you do, what Ebb and Flow Collective does?
Yeah.
Because I think it's really powerful. And it's probably why I was like, oh my God, Veneé has to come on Seek the Joy Summer and be part of this.
Sydney is the most patient person ever on this earth. So I want to make sure that gets in there, that
Oh,
we record this for a time capsule for us to look back on many years when you're being impatient. No, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. I have a really big personality. I love to laugh.
me
So that's
too.
just that's just gonna how it's gonna be today. Okay.
Good. I'm excited.
Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Veneé McGee, and Sydney introduced me so well. I am a spiritual activator and thought leader in the areas of mindset and spirituality. And I'm also the founder of Ebb and Flow Collective, which is a nonprofit 501c3. We're based in the Bay Area, in a small town called Marin County, for those of you who know it. And let's see. Wow, ebb and flow, it just really can't be described in one word, just like the modern day woman. So we really are a multifaceted organization, and we help women and non binary individuals get more access to wellness. And so, what that looks like is we host free monthly and weekly programs, we host retreats, we do events. We're starting to we're this year we're hosting our first intergenerational wellness festival. So
Wow.
yeah, so what that is it's everybody in the family is invited. Intergenerational. So
Hmm.
men, women, them, theys, babies, all of us.
Everybody. Everybody.
Everybody. The
Love it.
dog. Everybody's invited.
Oh,
Everyone, literally. So it's so exciting to be able to, to grow and expand our offerings and just seeing what is needed. And I would say we are really a trusted source for as much as we love magic and spirituality, we also like practicality and how can
mhm.
we apply this to our lives every day. And that is really what Ebb and Flow does. It makes the realm and world of magic and spirituality super practical, super accessible, and that's us in a nutshell.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this. I think what is so cool about your work and your mission with Ebb and Flow is about, I think it's a sense of spiritual empowerment and making it accessible and giving people, I think, the tools and the foundation that they
Yeah.
need to be able to tap into that for themselves. And so, how can we do that through sound healing? Because I know that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm curious, about this element of sound. How can we use sound to heal and empower and step into that sense of spiritual empowerment for ourselves?
Thank you so much. What a beautiful question. Before I answer that, I want to just touch on what you said before
Hmm.
is that we all inherently we have the tools and the wisdom internally
Hmm.
to heal ourselves. And that was the biggest thing for me, was really approaching a non-dogmatic approach to our our offerings.
Yeah.
Not like you need to come here to get healed. That's why I don't call myself a healer or anything like that. I call myself a spiritual activator because I'm activating the wisdom within you that's already there. It just needs to be activated. You need a safe space to be able to access that information.
Mm.
And through sound, the first thing is that we create a sacred space, right? We create this environment um, that allows the heart to open. It allows the mind to settle, right? And it gives the body the chance to relax and slow down, be
Mm-hmm.
refreshed. And through the vibrations of the sound is how we're able to transmute and access those healing properties within us.
Mm.
And the our sound bowls. I wish I can show y'all the sound. Oh, I'll pull one up. I'm like, of course I can show you.
You're like, of course I can do it. Hold on one sec.
Yeah, so the sound bowls, they each correlate to a different chakra. So a lot of us are learning about chakras. It's probably kind of one of the first things you learn in spirituality. We have 7 chakras that run through the meridian of our body, starting at the base of the spine with our root chakra, and it goes all the way up to the crown of our head to our crown chakra. Right now, I'm holding the solar plexus chakra, which is our center of creation, and for those who identify as women, our womb energy, your intuition, things like that. And
Mm-hmm.
so, what the bowls do for me is that because I know how they are supposed to sound,
Yeah.
they can I guess, give feedback through the sound. And I can tell from that feedback how the bowls are singing, which chakras are blocked as a collective. Because again,
Mm.
this is a group. I know as a collective, and if I'm working with you individually, I would know which of your individual chakras are blocked. And
Mm.
so when we have blocked chakras, we tend to be more depressed, have lower energy, we lack clarity, we have a lot of resistance in our life. We stay in a victim mentality. And so when you clear up those chakras, clear up that energy, it allows expansion to happen. It allows, the body to settle and to be able to absorb, what's coming at you,
Mm-hmm.
the information. We're fed so much information in just the time that we wake up to until we go to sleep. And so it gives the body the time to absorb that information and get rid of you know I would say, like, it just upgrades you, like, like your
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
tell people, like, your cell phone, like, it needs to update
Right.
sometime. And so,
Right.
yeah, the sound help you get that
Hmm.
up that
I love
reboot.
this. I'm so struck too by what you said about how it's just when you were talking about how we all have the tools within us. I talk about this all the time, but I kept getting this sort of visual of like turning a light switch on and that the
Mm,
sound and working with the frequency of the bowls. And it's so interesting. Each one represents a different chakra. It's about sort of like attuning your frequency and allowing yourself to up level in some way. So this, what you said about like when your iPhone needs to be upgraded, I was like, yeah, that makes sense to me.
you're right. I'm such a visual person, and so again, going back to the example of a cell phone or iPhone, I always tell people, how when you open up all these apps, you go to message and email and Instagram and Facebook, all of
Mhm.
these apps, they're remaining open, right? They're tabs that are open unless you go and like hard push them
Literally,
out.
like, turn it off, get out of it. Yeah.
You have to go and like turn them off. So I'm like, wow, how many tabs how do we open up in our lives just
Mhm.
doing our normal thing that we forget to, close those tabs out. And so
Yeah.
the sound healing or coming into a space, a sacred space. It's not just sound healing. I feel guilty only talking about sound healing, but I'm like, any sacred space you can get into.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think whether that's yoga, meditation,
Right.
working with crystals, sound healing, I think there's so many, beautiful modalities to use and to tap into. We just happen to be talking about sound today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm curious, how can we use this vibration, this frequency that will be emitted from this sound bath or from sound in general, from sound healing, to really allow ourselves, I think, to ground into, this summer season, or allow ourselves to kind of soak up the energy of this time.
Yes. So to me, it's about presence. It's about allowing yourself to be in the present moment.
Mm,
We are so, we're trying to get to the next level a lot of times, that we can't even stay present to be happy of where we are in our lives. Like, it's okay to be okay, right? Or we're waiting for that other shoe to drop, or we want to just like get that next client because it's just going to break open our
totally.
abundance, or whatever it is, story that we tell ourselves. So for me, sound healing is really going to help root you into the summer season by helping you to remain present in your life, in the difficulties, in the shit, and the good shit too.
Mm-hmm.
um because that's really, yeah, like that's really what I'm sensing. Especially coming out of last year, we had the opportunity to plant so many seeds, seeds that we've
Mm-hmm.
forgotten about, seeds we have like been hyper focusing on.
Totally.
I think, we need to just kind of look away for a minute, just be present, and know that those seeds are going to grow. And the summer solstice is all about like harvest, right? Like going in, getting like, reaping the benefits of those seeds that were planted. But the only way I found that I can truly access those seeds
Mm-hmm.
is by being present.
Mm,
Because when you're not present, you can obtain it, you can get it and miss it because you're trying to build the next thing, or get to the next, plant that next seed, get that crop. So you have to remain present to be like, wow, like look how many seeds I already have harvested and I have in my life. And you get to have so much gratitude, and just by the law of attraction, you will get more of that, rather
mm,
than looking at what you don't have, just being like, wow, look at all that I do have. I've planted these seeds, I made this happen.
mm-hmm.
And for me, that feels very empowering.
Mm. So, what I'm really taking from our conversation so far is that this session, or just working with sound and sound bath and sound healing, is an opportunity for increased awareness, an ability to remain present in the moment, and really get yourself, I think, into a good space of harmony and balance so that you can remain more present and sort of welcome in whatever gifts or opportunities are heading your way in this
Hmm.
season. Is there anything I'm
Yes.
missing? I feel like we've talked about so many good benefits so far.
Yeah, no, those are all really beautiful. The only like little slight correction I have is
Yeah,
in
please.
at Ebb and Flow, we really try to steer away from the word balance, because
Yes.
when you think about balance, there is just a straight beam.
Mm,
And our name is Ebb and Flow, so we're all about the ebbs and flows in
about the
life.
up and down.
Yeah, so we like to tell people we want to get you into rhythm with life,
Mm. Oh, I
because
love that so much more.
because there's going to be highs, you have to expect the lows, and they're not there to take you away. The universe isn't conspiring against you. If
Amen.
anything, it's conspiring for you, in your favor.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that, but other than that, it was beautiful,
Mm.
beautifully said, beautifully rounded.
I love what you said about rhythm. It's all about rhythm. And I feel like as we enter a new season, it's about welcoming in that sense of rhythm for yourself too. So I want us to dive in to this beautiful sound bath you're going to lead us through. Before we start, though, is there anyone who shouldn't participate in a sound bath? Is it good for everybody?
Oh my gosh, it's good for everyone. I've
Okay.
given sound baths to tiny humans and their parents. They
Oh,
love it. The tiny humans love it. Even men in tech love it. Okay? Like, they have probably been the hardest, like, to break out into the spirituality road, because they are so like,
mm,
their brain is just very A type. So to think of something else, and they love
I love
sound
this.
baths. So it is
Oh,
literally for everyone.
All right. Well, I'm ready to dive in. I'm so excited. Lead us through this beautiful sound bath, and then at the end, we'll talk a little bit, I think, um, about our big takeaways from all of it. So whenever you're ready, I'm excited to get going.
Okay, so in sound healing, we don't only, not everyone just uses crystal sound bowls. There are other sound healing tools that come into play. And so today I'm also going to be using my Native American flute as well as some flow chimes. So I'm just going to start us off with this Native American flute. And to begin, you can just become physically still wherever you are, either lying down or sitting in a chair, just being comfortable. Choose a posture where you'll be as comfortable as possible. And just lightly begin to close your eyes, feeling a sense of safety in the world around you. And just go ahead and bring your awareness to whatever is going on for you right now. Give the weight of your body up to gravity. Allow your weight to sink into the points of contact between your body and the floor or the chair. What sensations are present for you right now? Accept them as best as you can. Slowly beginning to come back into the room. You can wiggle your toes and feet, just beginning to gently awaken. Moving slowly, there's no rush. Remembering this feeling that difference in yourself, knowing that you get to show up in the world as you want to be.
That was so beautiful. That was
Yes.
so, so beautiful. Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. For everyone that's tuning in, make sure to drop in the comments below and let us know what you thought and what your takeaway was. What were you experiencing in your body as you were listening and just allowing, I think, the sound to really envelop you? So, Veneé, thank you. That was beautiful.
Yeah, of course. Cindy, is this your first experience?
It's not. It's not my
Okay.
first one. It's not my first experience, but it was beautiful, and I'm excited to listen to it again and really, I think, enjoy it and soak it all in and just allow it to kind of get me in a good rhythm for the
Yeah.
summer. I'm excited. So before we close out the session, I'm curious, what does your mindfulness practice look like in this
Mm,
new season, in this summer season?
yes. Um, I have really been focusing on staying present. I
Mm-hmm.
am a Capricorn. I naturally live in my head. So these upper three chakras is like home base for me. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's really about coming into the heart space, into the lower body, and just being present with my experiences, with my friends and family, especially as the world is opening up. It's
Yes.
been very easy to just go with that rhythm and that flow
Mm-hmm.
of the rush, and just reminding myself that there's no timeline, and I get to create the timeline
You get to
actually.
create the rhythm
Yeah, I get to
for
create the rhythm.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah, and being okay with what I choose, in that
Mm-hmm.
moment. Maybe some days it's like go, 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 and other days it's like Netflix and chill.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
just
all about whatever you need in the moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and not judging, my choice or my experience. So
Mm.
yeah, my mindfulness practice is really about becoming and being present, because I've just noticed how I've just been
Mhm. It has been
FOMO.
such a theme in all of these sessions, and I'm hoping everyone is realizing it too. Just this idea of going at your own pace, choosing your own rhythm, and allowing yourself to be present for what it is that you want to be present for in this season.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right. So, where can everybody find you? Where can they connect with you, soak up all the goodness at Ebb and Flow Collective? And then I would also love for you to share with them the special gift that you're giving for all summer, summer. Oh my God, I can't talk. For all Seek the Joy summer attendees.
Yes, of course. So if you want instant connection with us, go ahead and connect with us on Instagram. You can find us at Ebb and Flow Collective, or you can head and then from there, you can find all the things
All the
like our
things.
website, email, all the things. And then if you want to just check out our website, go ahead and go to Ebb and Flow Co. That's EBB, the word and flow, FLOWCO.org. And you can check out our offerings. You can sign up for our newsletter and stay up to date with our offerings and programs. And we also are getting ready to launch our monthly membership. So that's super exciting. And we would love to gift to you all a lifetime discount of 10%. So you can use this to get all of your spiritual tools to stay connected on your mindfulness journey. And all of our crystals, I'm just going to put it out there, all of our
Please.
crystals are ethically sourced. I actually know the gentleman who goes out, he has purchased big pieces of land and partnerships with people in Brazil and Africa, to sustainably gather these sacred tools for our use. That's why our inventory is very small, because we only use two vendors that we,
Hmm.
we were able to like be like, yes, they are actually ethical,
Mm,
they practice what they preach. So
beautiful.
we don't have the biggest inventory, but we do have great great tools. And even our sage, we get questions asked about our sage. Our sage is actually grown on a small farm in Los Angeles. um,
Mm,
we are getting ready to we just bought a property, so we're getting ready to actually harvest our own sage, so
wow.
more local and that much more personal.
Mm,
So
beautiful.
yes, so when you purchase from us, you are not doing anything bad.
Good, good. I love it. All right. So everything, all the details, how to connect with you, access that lifetime 10% discount is going to go right underneath this video. So everyone check it out. And Veneé, thank you. I'm so excited to share this session, this beautiful sound healing and conversation with you. Thank you for being part of this. I'm so excited to share it. I'm so grateful. Thank
Yes.
you.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for creating this and creating this space for all of us, to come together and co-create for the highest good of everyone involved.
You are so welcome. Thank you.